So this seems to be like one of those movies where you don't hear anything about. Not a whole lot of great stuff, not a lot of bad stuff. It's kind of like, eh. Um, but I know there are more people who are kind of like meh or like dislike it rather than like it. At least the way it seems. But if you like the movie, great. I don't care. I don't care why you like the movie. I want to know for the people who didn't like the movie, because this seems to be a running thing for Pixar, Disney, all DreamWorks. These movies coming out and people just don't like them. So if you liked it, great. I'm glad. Whatever. Don't care. I want to know why you didn't like it. If you saw the movie, you didn't like it, why didn't you like it? Um, but the Elio honest review: is Disney's Pixar film for summer 2025 the worst animated flick they've ever seen? Will this brand new mysterious Saiyan be able to hold off Frieza and his father until Vegeta and the others arrive? Find out on the next exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z. Or something, I don't know. Some are saying that Elio is the worst Pixar movie ever. Others say it's a wonder of creativity and sci-fi, mixing family with blobulous creatures. So which is it? And should you take your family to see the new CalArts cartoon on the big screen? Yeah. Yeah, this whole CalArts thing. I think that's one reason why people are tired of it. Most cartoons that come out, CalArts. Disney, Pixar, or very specific look. I think people are just tired of the way the movies look. Elio is a Disney summer blockbuster which stars a small child feeling all alone and a little bit weird after both parents have passed away in a tragic unnamed accident. As a result, a young aunt struggling to make money and hold down a career is forced to care for a kid that doesn't necessarily fit in with with a life originally visioned. Thus, gazing up to the stars one night. Oh, wait a minute. Am I describing Elio or Lilo and Stitch? This is from Alan. It's Wish all over again. Elio is the worst animated film in Pixar history. More to come on Wednesday. Good question. It's a problem to a large degree. Disney has released the same darn movie in the same same dang summer. Dang it, Bobby. Elio and Glordon. Glordon. Oh, Glordon. And then like Alpha is Falfa. Falfa. Oh, Glordon. Elio is essentially Lilo, except in his movie, the aliens take him to their world instead of one alien landing on Earth. Although that does end up happening later in the film. And ultimately, both Elio and Lilo, kind of similar names as well, learn the same exact lesson, just via a slightly different journey. The two Disney kids of 2025 learn to thrive even though they're weird. In fact, Elio is basically an avatar for attachment pathology as a result of trauma, and likely a stand-in for anyone on that spectrum. Some people think Lilo is the same, and yet Elio isn't terrible. In fact, to answer the question on whether or not it's the worst Pixar movie ever, I don't think so. That award remains in the hands and teeth of the good dinosaur. He wasn't the best dinosaur. He wasn't terrific. He was just the good dinosaur. That is all he was. He was good. He was good for what he was. Our latest Pixar sci-fi flick is a pastiche and homage to just about every sci-fi film ever made. They've done their homework. Obviously, send-ups to films like Dune, The Navigator, and even Alf. Oh, Alf. Oh, you are iconic crazy cat eater. Can't keep the hand off that pussy. Um Wait. That's just scratching the surface. Concepts are turned into sci-fi metaphors in some of the most striking ways you can imagine. Or bad guys who turn out to be not so bad guys yet again are literally intolerant worms who have to hide their inside exterior shells of power in order to hide their vulnerabilities. Ham-handed? You bet. Clever? Sure. A bit too on the nose? Maybe. The best Pixar movies tackle really deep topics that can be universally understood by all cultures and ages. The original Toy Story handles the problem of envy when you're no longer numero uno. Up conquers whether or not it's okay to go on an adventure in the face of huge loss. Then there are the best Pixar movies that tackle multiple seamlessly. Wally ponders how much connection matters in the grand scheme of the cosmos, while also looking at the connection between taking responsibility and growing past infant status. Toy Story 3 not only deals with moving on to an entirely new phase of life with dignity, but also whether or not you should risk everything together rather than risking little alone. Spoiler alert, Toy Story 4 stupidly inverts that lesson, showing the shift that was happening behind the scenes at Pixar. As for Elio, it wonders what it really means to be alone, and if being weird is an obstacle too big to overcome for relationships. Aliens. There you go. Aliens. Or actually, no. Aliens, because it's to be Aliens. So, is that big enough? Oh, that's what she said, or he. Either one, really. Well, it might be if the movie was better at sticking to it. It'd be better if it was good at sticking to it. But the film continuously is just a little too creative for its own good. While I'm amazed at the ingenuity and creative prowess of the team behind the film, I'm afraid it's just a little too esoteric for its own good. It insists upon itself. Floating feminine sea slugs who can read your mind are one of the more relatable characters you'll find in this film. While that's hyper creative, it's also hard for some people to relate to. So while I think audiences will, with extreme openness, may enjoy this movie, I think it may lean heavily into what small children and artsy adults enjoy. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away, the older kids, teens, and young adults who might want to grab onto the ethos in Elio may walk away feeding that. Just like the main character, the film is a little too weird. So where does this land? I'd say it's on par with It's a Bug's Life. It's a 7 out of 10. We give it a 3 out of 5. Oh, Adam Sessler, back when you weren't so pretentious and annoying. I mean, the guy always was, but back when he was on G4 and he had his hair-ish, and he was hosting X-Play with Morgan, you know, he was way more tolerable. We liked hearing him say, we give it a 2 out of 5. But, actually now I kind of wonder, what is Sessler up to? But, and that means we're still waiting for Pixar to find its Mojo Jojo. Again. I am Mojo Jojo. If it ever can, because a studio that only knew perfection for a decade has clearly struggled to remember what that means. Elio's on has the face shape of the Grinch. Please, and the CalArt style. Pixar, you're not DreamWorks, so stop trying to be. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. It's like, I'm not the Grinch. But you sure look like him. You really are a heel. Pixar has been hit or miss. I guess you never miss, huh? I don't dislike their movies, most of their movies, though Red and Wish were hard passes for me. But I don't go out of my way to watch them on anything more than a streaming network. The quality of the movie is atrocious from what I've seen of it. I guess Disney replaced the original Pixar men, the talent with DEI, including the writing and art design. Modern Disney and Pixar are only capable of producing garbage. I guess they never miss, huh? But yeah, again, I really haven't heard anything about this movie. Nothing good. No one online like, oh my god, all the haters. No, no. I really haven't heard anything about this movie. Haven't heard anything. So that's why I'm saying if you liked it, great. If you didn't, I like to know why. Is it the Cal art style because everyone's quite frankly fucking tired of seeing that style? Was it the story? Was what was it? What was it? Inquiring minds just got to know. But yeah, if you've seen it, I'm sure a lot of people will say, yeah, it does remind me of Wish. I mean, I'm looking at this thing and I'm already reminded of Wish. So yeah, if you've seen the movie and you didn't like it, let me know. But anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.